You have done your MBA from IIM Visakhapatnam. Is it in Indian Institute of Management?
Yes, sir. English management.
So MBA means you got through CAT.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what was your subject in MBA?
So in IIM, they don't offer specialization.
Hmm.
Basically, they offer electives out of which we can choose either of them. Like I have chosen most of the marketing and strategic subjects, and strategic management subjects. Uh, so this is it's for your choice. You can choose. They offer the general MBA degree.
Okay, 2 years
They
MBA
don't
degree.
offer any specialization.
2 years.
Sir?
The degree
Yes,
is
2 years. 2 years.
2 years. So
Yes, sir.
you are saying that this is not a specialized MBA.
No,
So
this is MBA. Like all the IIMs offer on the MBA, they don't offer any specialization.
okay, so you could have uh, uh, after that MBA, you joined in
Hmm.
some company as operation manager.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what was your area? What were your area of activities there?
So my area of activity was to like coordinate with the clients
Hmm.
and ensure smooth operations of the project. So I was the face of the company in the client side. There are a couple of clients, there are 3, 4 clients, which I was managing the PNL, profit and loss account.
Okay. Acha. So why did you switch to government sector then?
Sir, during COVID, I was working from home,
Hmm.
and in my MBA also, so uh, I got to know about the ground realities while staying in a locality called Kuchinda in Sambalpur, where
Hmm.
my father was working. So it is a
Hmm.
mostly tribal belt, and I got to know the social realities. Apart from that, in during my MBA, I got an opportunity to work with the government of Andhra Pradesh with
Hmm.
the Secretary of Higher Education as an trainee. So
Hmm.
at that time, I I visited various educational institutions like the education institution of Andhra, where I got to know about the various problems. Although language was a barrier, but overall I wanted to work in the public sector. I also
Hmm.
got selected in the government of Andhra Pradesh, but due
Hmm.
to the political dynamics of the state, the offer was revoked. So
The offer
that's
was
why.
revoked.
Yes, sir.
Why it was revoked?
The Chandrababu Naidu government had given the offer.
Hmm.
So in 2019, the government changed and YSR Congress government came and they
Hmm.
revoked all the offers of the previous government.
Okay. So Acha, GST includes the direct taxes or indirect taxes?
Indirect taxes.
Indirect taxes. Is there
Yes, sir.
any indirect tax which is outside the purview of GST?
Yes, sir. There are indirect taxes like stamp duty, which is outside the purview of GST. Then there are professional taxes, which is out of the purview of GST.
Professional taxes.
Yes.
Professional taxes are direct or indirect tax?
It is collected professional tax. We collect as the state government collects it. We are in charge of collecting the professional tax. So there were slabs before, but now it is a kind of direct tax, sir, which is uniform for
Direct
everyone.
tax, yes. Acha. Uh, is the petroleum, the tax on petroleum,
Yes,
is
sir.
on,
Yes, it is indirect tax. It is central
it
VAT
is,
and state VAT.
it is outside GST.
Mhm.
Hmm. Acha, what are the revenues, sources of revenue for the state?
The sources of revenue for the states are from the royalties and from the GST share from the state central government, finance commission grants,
Hmm.
and mm, uh, and for state government, the disinvestment proceeds are not generally less, but for the central government, the disinvestment proceeds from the CPSs
No,
and
no,
dividend and interest.
disinvestment proceeds are very less for state government. Ajay, we
Hmm.
have something called as motor vehicle registration tax, and another
Yes, sir.
thing is
Road tax. Hmm.
we have state excise duty.
State excise duty is
Ajay,
also there.
central excise duty is still there or not?
Yes, sir. Central excise duty is there.
Are you sure?
There it is. Yeah, yes, sir. Answer.
Or it is subsumed under GST?
No, there is a separate central excise duty.
Okay, central excise duty is still
Excise
there.
duty is basically on the production, whereas GST is on the consumption. So excise duty is there.
Excise duty is there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the tax divided between central and state according to recommendation of
Recommendation of the which commission? Finance
yes,
Commission recommends the like
finance commission. Finance
division of the
commission.
central pool of the
Yeah.
tax.
Is it a constitutional body or statutory
Yes, sir.
body?
Yes, sir. There is a constitutional body on the Article 280.
Acha. Right now, which finance
Hmm.
commission recommendations are being implemented?
Right now, it is 15 Finance Commission recommendations are implemented. The 16 Finance Commission has been set up.
Who heads that 16 finance commission?
Sir, I don't know. I have to look into it.
Okay. What is the role of state finance commission? Vis-a-vis central finance
This,
commission.
the Central Finance Commission's role is to distribute the tax of the tax between the states and the centers. They offer various different formulas for the normal states and special category states, and the State Finance Commission devolutes the state funds to the local self government.
Okay. Is there any provision for direct devolution of funds from central finance
Hmm.
commission to local state government?
Yes, sir, there are certain provisions for the direct devolution of the funds from the Central Finance Commission to the local self government. But mostly they are the tied funds because of the government policies.
Okay. What do you understand by tax base?
Tax base is the sir uh, number of the population which is under the which is paying taxes to the government.
Hmm.
The population bracket which is paying tax.
Hmm. Okay. I say, tell a few things about GST Council.
The GST Council is set up under Article 279A of the Constitution.
Hmm.
So it is headed by the Union Finance Minister,
Hmm.
and it consists of the chief ministers of the state and the state finance ministers. And the two-third of the majority powers are with the state, whereas one-third is with the center.
You said
And
about you said that chief ministers are there in GST Council,
yes, sir,
or
because the chief ministers attend the meeting, so that's why.
attend the meeting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, please go ahead. Hmm.
Uh, so the two-third majority with the state and one-third is with the center, and
Hmm.
they decide on the various changes in the tax slabs of the GST, which is
Hmm.
5%, 12%,
Hmm.
18%, 28%. They periodically changes the goods under the various tax slabs of the government.
Achha, there is something called as tax haven. What do you mean by that?
The tax haven of the countries which charges very less tax to negligible taxes, because of which the HNIs and they transfer their uh, like income sources to those countries like the Panama Islands,
Hmm.
which is recently in news because of the tax haven tax
Hmm.
policies.
Okay. Achha, tell me that do the Panchayat Raj institutions, do
Hmm.
they have any taxation power?
The urban self-government institutions have the taxation power, not the
Hmm.
uh, local self-government has institution has the taxation power, but they don't have the like resources to tax because the people, but the urban especially the municipal commission of Bhubaneswar
No,
can tax on the holding tax.
I am asking about the
Hmm.
do the Panchayat Raj institutions, that means rural
Hmm.
self-government. Okay, I am not
Hmm.
at all
Hmm.
asking about urban self-government. Do
Hmm.
they have any taxation power? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, they have.
They have. Okay.
Yes.
Can you name few areas on which they can tax upon?
They can tax on. I don't know, but can I guess if you can permit? I can.
Okay, no, no problem, no problem. What are the three tiers of Panchayat Raj system?
Jilla Parishad, and then Panchayat Samiti and Gram Panchayat.
Okay. Then what is Gram Sabha?
Gram Sabha uh, is basically based out of the village, where the elders of the villages, like the people who are more than 18 years, the voters of the villages meet and assemble and decide on their development. But the
What do you understand by a scheduled area?
schedule area is under the fifth schedule of the Constitution, which
Hmm.
provides some specific special power, specific specific provisions are there in the Constitution for those areas.
What is the important criteria? How you determine that this is a scheduled area or not?
It is determined by the president, uh, and the criteria is the substantial number of tribal population in the area, which
Okay,
is generally more than 50%.
okay. Can you name a few important events in the history of freedom struggle of Odisha associated with Sambalpur?
Yes, sir. So during the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857,
Hmm.
V. Surendra Sai had played an instrumental role uh, due to because due to the doctrine of lapse policy of Lord Dalhousie,
Okay.
which
Viraswendra Sai.
ousted him from
Next,
the.
next,
Hmm.
any other major event associated with freedom struggle in Odisha?
In Quit India movement, in Sambalpur, in Quit India movement, there were
Sambalpur.
several, there are
Acha,
several
acha,
freedom fighters.
can you remember something called as Risley Circular?
Recently, I know the name, I don't know.
No, there is something called as the opposition against imposition of uh, language related to imposition of language.
The Bengali language and Odisha area,
Hmm.
Odia people,
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
and the Hindi position
Okay, okay,
on
okay.
the Western Odisha people.
Acha,
It may be something like that.
okay,
Maybe.
when Odisha became a separate province.
On April 1st, 1936.
How many districts were there then?
Then, sir, 14 districts were there.
No, no, no. It's not 14 district. Okay. I think you read and make people aware about personal finance.
Yes, sir.
Acha. What is that? What is that? What you do actually?
Sir, this hobby I started during the COVID time,
Hmm.
where while I was staying in the village area. So at the time, I had some knowledge about the personal finance because of my background and my like because of my MBA background, and I had some interest. So I started making the people from the lower middle class understand the power of savings, and they can even so generally what used to happen is if they are earning 200 300 rupees a day, generally they used to spend more than 150 rupees in drinking the country liquor.
Okay. Hmm.
So I started
So don't you think that
like
the liquors will be banned for that reason?
liquor. So liquor cannot be banned because
Why it cannot be
it has
banned?
been banned in say
If you want, you can ban it.
it,
Government can ban it.
yes,
What is the
yes, sir.
issue?
So if the government has banned, Sir, in Bihar, they have banned the liquor, but
Hmm.
uh, there have been several cases of like hoarding and uh, mis-selling the
Achha, you are
like.
telling that there are issues of smuggling and yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So can you that can you say that for this reason, for this smuggling only, we
Hmm.
won't be banning the liquor. If you ban the liquor, then there will be smuggling, so that there will be issue. So let us don't ban the liquor. So is that your view?
No, no, sir.
So
Uh,
I am asking you whether it should be
Liquor provides
banned
a
or not.
good.
Yes,
If the
liquor.
government wants, it can ban.
li-
There, it
what
can
is your
ban.
view? I am asking. I am not asking about what government wants. What is your opinion?
Hmm.
You are telling liquor provides a what? Provides what?
Good source of revenue for the government, which it spends on the uh, welfare of the lower class and poor and marginalized section of the society.
What is the
So,
cost? You are getting revenue, but at the cost of what?
at the cost of lives of people. Recently,
Yes,
in
yes.
recently in Ganjam, also some people died because of drinking consummate liquor. So, in my
Lives of
opinion, the
people
liquor should be banned.
only lives of people or something else. It ruins the family. There is
Yes,
domestic
it ruins the
violence.
family. Yeah, it it continues the vicious cycle of poverty for the generations to come.
Yes. So why you are dwindling to say that liquor should not be banned?
No, no, it is not like that. The liquor can be banned, but because it has not been successful in Bihar, whatever reports I read, so that's why I told that
Okay.
the, it,
Okay.
if you can ban, you have to ban it like in a strict manner.
Okay. What do you mean by the? Achha, tell me, what are the theory of Lamarck regarding evolution?
Sir, Lamarck is one of the pioneers of the human evolution. He
Hmm?
has suggested various theories like if we overuse the organ, then it grows in the size. If we underuse the organ, it shortens the size. So he has
What is that?
provided the example of
What is that theory known as? Inheritance of
traits,
acquired characters.
acquired characters.
Inheritance of acquired
So
characters. So do you
yes,
think that acquired characters really inherit from one generation to other?
yes, sir, it inherits from one generation to other.
Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Don't you think that this theory later it was
Mm.
disapproved by Darwin?
But not all the traits which is inherited get transferred. The
Hmm?
natural selection also works, but
Hmm.
some beneficial traits transferred to the next generation.
Do you think that means you are saying Lamarck was partially correct?
Yes, Lamarck personally correct.
Correct. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. What was the theory of Herbert Spencer?
Herbert Spencer theory is on naturalism, where nature worship is performed. Nature worship is the religion of some communities.
Okay. Acha. ठीक ଅଛି. अच्छा, do you know what is Hardy-Weinberg law?
Yes, sir. Hardy-Weinberg law, I
What
know.
is that? What is
Uh,
the
it
law about?
it is about maintenance of the equilibrium of that 1:2:1 ratio of dominant, recessive, and
No, it is
the
about
middle
yes. It is
one,
about
like
maintaining equilibrium
the
of things.
capital A
Yes.
and small a.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
the ratio.
Okay. What do you mean by consanguineous marriage?
Consanguineous marriage is a type of marriage where people from the same bloodline gets married to each other. Like in southern India, we have witnessed the uncle niece marriages, then cousin
What are the
marriages.
diseases? Diseases due to consanguineous marriage.
So sickle cell anemia is one of the
Ah,
prominent diseases of
it
the conscious management.
it is very, we can say, many number of cases you see in Western Odisha, sickle cell anemia.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajay, in your view, do we have any benefit of one nation, one election?
Yes, sir. There are certain benefit of one nation, one election. Because if we implement the one nation, one election, then the problem of imposition of the repercussion of model code of conduct will be less,
Mm-hmm.
which leads to like a roadblock in the development process of the state, and it will free the government officials who are engaged in the election process uh, in 6 months. The
Mm-hmm.
Ramnath Kovind committee had mentioned in his report that in 1 year India witnesses 3 to 4 state elections. So it will speed up the development process. The central government specifically cannot introduce new plans during the state elections also, which is a major roadblock for the development process. So that's why there are definitely benefits of the one nation one election.
Okay.
But there are certain demerits
Okay.
also.
No. I am
Like
not asking. I am not asking about
okay,
demerits. I
okay.
just merits. Okay. India
Hmm.
wants a prosperous neighborhood. Do you agree with
Hmm.
me or not? So what are the policies,
Yes. Uh,
policy
sir,
policy
if
interventions in this regard?
hmm. Yes, sir. So for the prosperous neighborhood, India has like introduced various policies. So, like in case of Sri Lanka, we have announced substantial amount of financial assistance. Then
Hmm.
the policy of Look East has been changed to Act East policy, and India has been quite dominant in terms of the East Asian nations specific and specifically the Asian countries. And for Bangladesh and Myanmar, also India has been quite has been in the process of uh, stabilizing the neighborhood in the area.
Okay.
And
Okay.
with
Okay.
Pakistan,
Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Your interview is over.